What's up, everybody? It's your girl,
DJ and
we are back with another episode of Music Breakdown. I'm really excited about this review today. It's been about a week and some change, and I've been really eager to finally do a review on the long-awaited 5th project of the one, the only, Tiwa Savage. There have been a lot of artists that have made pivotal changes within their careers, and Tiwa, being the veteran that she is, took a chance at a change in her creative direction last year, and she hit it out the ballpark. I think that her new creative direction is very avant-garde, it's very forward-thinking, and it also aligns with her new socio-political stance that she's taking with the new music that she's been putting out. So as we've seen last year, she put out $49.99, which basically gave her that socio-political stance within her music, just talking about the streets of Lagos. And shout out to TSC, because I know he did the creative direction behind that, which was dope. So you kind of saw a different side of Tiwa, and it kind of was just a projection of what her album is this year. It's definitely different. I really enjoyed this project. I can say I had a better time in listening to this project than I did Twice as Tall. They are both great projects, but I believe I was least likely to skip through Tiwa's project than I was Burna. So in my opinion, I just had a better time listening to this project in particular. With this being her 5th studio project, this was an ode to her mother, who was Celia. I love the cover of the project. I think that's one of the things that stood out to me first, being that she's kind of in this 3D animated doll-like figure, and then she has her mother next to her. So I thought that was really, really cool. I just loved her whole creative direction, 1. 2, we enter into this project with Save My Life, which isn't at an upbeat tempo that basically gets you ready for the rest of the project. I love the flow of this project. It was a complete vibe, but one thing that I think helped was the order of the songs on the project, and I think that's kind of what made it so easy to not skip through. So whoever was behind ordering and aligning the songs next to each other, one after one, genius. I loved it. Let's go into the features. First, I was super impressed with the feature with Sam Smith. Let me tell you something. I didn't know he was gonna be able to flow over an African Afro beat like that, but I would have been like, yo, is this like, he kind of gave me the vibe of an African artist. I'm like, yo, is this an African artist? Obviously not, but that's how good he was. It was very surprising, and I thought that was a really good feature. I love their voices next to each other. And one thing, Tiwa is again crossing over with a lot of artists, but she still keeps that African spice on every track she does. The same thing goes for the Steph London feature on Bombay, which basically takes you to London with Steph London and Dice Ales. But that song was very good. You kind of heard a different vibe from Tiwa, but again, she's crossing over with that bashment type genre, but still staying true to her roots, staying true to who she is, and you still hear that classic Tiwa on that track. But I love her and Steph London together. I love Dice Ales on the track. It was great. I'm not gonna lie, when Tiwa's album was first coming out, there were a lot of songs that just weren't gingering me, beginning with Dangerous Love and then Koroba, but eventually when you listen to those songs over and over again, it just kind of grows on you. Like, I actually love Koroba now. It's probably one of my favorite tracks on the album, and as a DJ, that's definitely one of the things I'm definitely gonna be playing in the club. It just makes you feel good. It's upbeat, it gets you up out of your seat, and it gets you dancing. Then Dangerous Love. Now I love Dangerous Love. And one of my favorite Tiwa songs is Attention, so I was really, really happy when she added Attention to the album. What I was a little disappointed with was probably The fact that 49.99 wasn't on that, and I actually grew a big liking to that song. It's actually, again, another one of my favorite Tiwa records. So I was a little disappointed, but overall, still a good project. One track I would like to speak on is a track with her and Davido. That was a good record. I think their voices work well together. I just wish that, being that Davido is more of like a party artist, like he makes party songs, for me, like when I think of Davido, I think, oh, I'm about to get up out of my seat and dance. It was kind of like a duet, and their voices were very melodic together. I wasn't necessarily disappointed, but I kind of expected a different vibe out of that record. The same goes with Naira Marley, which I saw that a lot of people were disappointed in Ole. I actually liked Ole, and I know, again, like, you're used to Malians, you're used to all those beats that make you get up in Zanku and Pokoli, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they get you up out of your seat. But with Ole, I think you kind of hear a different Naira Marley. The Naira Marley that you hear on Royal Rumble, the Naira Marley that you hear on those more like Aye, like those chill tracks. And I think that a record like this really worked with him and Tiwa. So you could relate that back to Davido, but in my opinion, I thought the Naira Marley record with Tiwa was better than the Naira Marley the Davido record with Tiwa. Let's go into these Afro House vibes with Glory. Loved it. I was so surprised to hear a record like that from Tiwa. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, like it's not really, like when I was sitting down and I was listening to the project, it's not necessarily something I would play at a party, but let's say like I'm riding my bike in a field of daisies, or skating in a parking lot, you know, like rollerblading in a parking lot. That's what I think of. I think of happy, I think of sunny times, I think of disco. Like that's how I feel when I listen to the song. But Glory is probably top 3 records for me on this project all the way. I could play it over and over and over again. Tiwa's now at a place in her career where she's already worked for her stance. She is solidified in the game, period. She's a veteran in the game, she's a legend in the game. But now she's dipping into different pockets of music. And like I said before, it's repetitive, but she's taking more of a socio-political stance within her music. But also you still get those records that are about love, that are about feelings, that are about going through heartbreak, dealing with men. And I really love that Tiwa always can relate to the modern day woman. No matter what age you are, she relates to women everywhere. Like it's a project for women. I love it. I think a lot of artists are going in the direction where they're changing what it is to be an African artist. It's not just a regular turn up party, we're at a wedding type music, but a lot of artists such as Tiwa are dipping into different genres, and they're crossing over with a lot of artists around the world. And I think that it not only broadens the lens on Africa, but it allows us to see them in different ranges. And even though, yeah, she's collaborating with Sam Smith, she's collaborating with Steph London, she's collaborating with all these different people from around the world, she's still staying true to herself, and she's not making herself less African, you know what I mean, to then fit into that genre's idea of music. No, it's definitely the perfect mesh. I was really disappointed to hear that there were some people that were disappointed in this project. For me, I loved it. I've been playing this project over and over again since it dropped, not only because I wanted to review it, but because I actually liked the project. But it was sad to hear that some people were disappointed in it. I'm proud of Tiwa and what she did with this project. And I'm excited to see visuals come out for more of these songs. I can't wait to see the Glory visuals. I really want her to do a visual for Ole with Naira Marley, but with the way things are going now with COVID, let's see how these artists can now shoot music videos, which they're still doing, but let's see how she does it. So I'm ready for Tiwa. I'm definitely ready for whatever she has coming in this last quarter of 2020. Again, thank y'all for sticking with me to the end of this video. If you want more news, if you want more content relating around African entertainment, again, like I always tell you, please follow the Afro Day Show page. We have interviews, we have content, we have news, we have dance, anything from any artist that you could think of on the continent. Please go and follow that page. Also, let me know what you thought of this project. How did you feel about Tiwa's new project? Did you like it? Was it good? Do you think, I mean, I compared it to Twice as Tall in the beginning, but did you enjoy Twice as Tall even more? That was another huge debate. Some people were saying, oh no, Twice as Tall is still way better than this. But for me, I was just like, actually, no. Like, this is one of these projects where I didn't skip through none of the songs. So let me know what you guys think below. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Music Breakdown. This has been your girl,
DJ and Euphoria.
And I'm signing out. Bye.